All right, switching gears just a bit, let's check outside right now where we're joined this midday with meteorologist Ricky Matthews.
Yeah, he comes to us live from the peninsula where you can catch the Air Power over Hampton Road show this weekend. And Ricky surrounded by planes. I'd hate to say that's surprising because it's absolutely not surprising. But Ricky, how's the weather looking out there?
Weather is looking great. We had a Thunderbird practice this morning. They were able to fly their entire high show with no clouds. I'm joined by Colonel William Creedon, who is the first fighter wing commander here at Langley Air Force Base, or Joint Base Langley Eustis. Now, I'm still used to calling it Langley Air Force Base. It's tough. Yeah, for so many years we called it that. But this is an exciting time. Air Power over Hampton Road's back here for the first time in 5 years.
5 years, yes. It's been a while. What we're really excited about, too, is a lot of people get to see the airplanes flying around from time to time. This allows us to open those doors, and we're going to bring in others too, to give you just a glimpse of what the sons and daughters that they send here to the Air Force, what we do on a day-to-day basis. So we're really excited to open the doors and get the community in here.
And those airplanes, F-22s, T-38s, I see them flying around pretty much every single day. What does having those aircraft as part of the first fighter wing bring to our nation?
Absolutely. So the F-22 is the air dominance fighter of the United States Air Force, and we do air superiority. We are one of 2 combat wings in the entire Air Force. We are the only ones that are stateside here in the continental United States. So what that means is we're busy. With regards to when we are here, those T-38s that we also have, they serve as adversary air, or we call them red air, because they go up and they make sure that the pilots are ready and trained to go do that mission. And that's what we do on a day-to-day basis when we're not on the road and fulfilling the nation's tasks.
All right, well, we're excited to have everyone come out this weekend. I appreciate you joining us. We want to make sure you know what the weather's going to be this weekend if you're coming out to the Air Power over Hampton Roads Air Show. It looks great. Temperatures are going to be comfortable. Could have a few clouds at times through Saturday and Sunday. But here's the thing. All the different air show performers have what they call a flat show, a low show, or a high show. And so they're able to perform different types of maneuvers depending on the weather. If the clouds are a little lower, instead of doing loops, you'll see the Thunderbirds and other aerial demonstration teams do just rolls instead so that they stay below those clouds. If the clouds are incredibly low, they'll just do some flat passes. But either way, it's going to be an exciting time. Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to talk about a different aspect of Joint Base Langley Eustis, and that's their meteorological squadron. We'll talk to them and maybe let them try out the weather here in a little bit, coming up on WAVY News 10 Midday. Reporting at Air Power over Hampton Roads at Joint Base Langley Eustis, I'm meteorologist Ricky Matthews, 10 on your side.
Welcome back this midday. Let's go ahead and get a check outside on this Friday afternoon. We are joined by meteorologist Ricky Matthews, and get this, well, he was surrounded by planes. Look like he's inside right now.
I know, he was outside with the planes, but he told us he was going to talk to some meteorologists up at Langley. So what do they have to say, Ricky?
Well, there are planes all around me, but they're outside. We have moved inside to base operations here at Joint Base Langley Eustis to talk to some of their meteorologists. Instead of being the Super Dopper 10 Weather Center, we've made it into the Joint Base Langley Eustis Weather Center. Senior Airman Crystal Ortero joins me. She's a weather technician here at the base. Talk about the mission that the Weather Squadron does here.
Yes, so we are in charge of informing our personnel and any incoming weather, and we also give our pilots weather briefs to give them situational awareness whenever they take off.
And so I hear the sirens sometimes. I hear the jets flying around. Those guys really do rely on you every single day to make sure they're going to be safe when they're in the air.
Yes, that's correct.
So usually this is where I step in and do the weather, but instead I thought it'd be fun maybe if we let you have a chance to do the weather. So have you ever done green screen weather? Have you ever been on a TV weathercast?
No, I haven't.
No? So this is a first here. So I'll let you give the forecast for Air Power over Hampton Roads this weekend.
All right, it is a great weekend for the air show. So we are expecting partly cloudy skies for the rest of the weekend and low to mid 60s.
Awesome. Steve, if you can hear me back in the studio, I think we have some competition here. If we ever want to take a day off, I may have you to step in for us. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit about the air show this weekend out here at Joint Base Langley Eustis. Now, there's a couple things you need to know if you're trying to come out this weekend. Parking for Saturday, it's full. You cannot get a parking pass for Saturday. Sunday, you can still get off-base parking, but if you're trying to come out on Saturday, you're going to be dropped off at either the Coliseum or the Virginia Peninsula Community College so that you can take a shuttle bus onto Joint Base Langley Eustis. Of course, there are security restrictions, things you can and can't bring onto the base, but the number one thing to remember, just different from the last time they had an air show, you cannot just pull up in your car and drive onto the base. Security forces will turn you away. So let them have an easy day, let you have an easy day. Make sure you check the WAVY.com website or the Air Power over Hampton Roads website for more information on that. It's a busy day out here at Joint Base Langley Eustis. Today is practice day and STEM day for the air show. The open house day is tomorrow and Sunday. So coming up in a little bit, a lot of the performers are going to be practicing, making sure their routines are good for tomorrow, and making sure that everything is kind of just squared away before the public comes out tomorrow. We're going to speak to some of those performers coming up on WAVY News 10 starting at 4. We'll speak to the F-22 demo pilot. We'll speak to the F-35 demo pilot, and we'll tell you about a Poquoson school teacher who had the opportunity to fly with the Thunderbirds this morning, see how she enjoyed her flight and how fun it was for her up in the air. Reporting at Joint Base Langley Eustis, I'm meteorologist Ricky Matthews, 10 on your side.